Hello everyone, welcome back to Nagesh Karazki Orchid School. Dear students, today we are going to start a new lesson, that is lesson number 2, fraction. Now open your textbook page number 14 and keep in front of me. Now look at the board. Fractions, lesson number 2, fractions. In this fraction lesson, what we are going to learn? Here in this lesson we are going to learn represent a part of whole or a collection as a fraction. Then how to explain numerator and denominator in fraction. Also we are going to see how to do the comparison of two fractions with same numerator, and at the end we are going to learn how to do the addition and subtraction of fractions with the same denominator. So these many points we are going to learn in this lesson. So let us start the new lesson, that is fraction. So first of all, what is mean by fraction? Yes, let me explain what is mean by fraction. Fraction represent a part of whole. Fraction represent a part of whole. Okay. Now here we do one activity. So look at the board here. What activity you have to do? Yes, I will show you how to do this activity, and after that at home you have to do this activity. Okay. See, what material required? We required one piece of rectangular paper. Then what you have to do? Take a piece of rectangular paper, fold the paper in one of the corners like this. Now see here I have one rectangular paper. Now now what you have to do? Yes, take a piece of rectangular paper, fold the paper in one of the corners like this. Now you have to fold this paper. How do you have to fold? You have to fold this paper in one of the corners. In this way you have to fold the paper. Yes, see here I have folded this paper, this rectangular paper from one corner. Okay. Now what is the next step? Tear off the extra bit of paper and open out the folded part. Now first of all you have to take one rectangular paper, and after that you have to fold this rectangular paper in this way from one of the corner. Then you can see here some extra part. Okay, this is the extra part. This extra part we have to cut it. Okay, now tear this part. I will tear it. Tear off the extra bit of paper and open it. Now we'll see. Okay, now see here. After tearing we will get one square paper. Okay, now here see, tear off the extra bit of paper and open out the folded part. You get a square like this. See here. First of all we have taken one rectangular piece. Okay, and that paper we have folded from one of the part, and then after that to be turned off this part, whichever is extra, that part we have to tear. To be turned off means that part we have to tear, and after that we will get a square like this. Okay, here in the diagram also you can see this. Then see here, are the two parts along the fold are equal? Yes, see this. When I will open this paper, then can you see here two parts? Yes, yes, here two parts you can see. Are they equal? These two parts are equal? Yes, here two parts are equal, and each part is called as half. Each part is called as half. Okay, now this activity you have to do at home. Okay, now here one more activity is there. Take more pieces of rectangular paper. Can you divide the paper into equal parts in other way? Now see here, in this way we have done now. Now you have to do in this way. Okay, you have to take one rectangular paper, fold it from one corner, and whichever extra part is there, that extra part you have to cut, and you have to see whether the two parts which we got that are equal or no. Okay, then each part is called as, if you got the two equal parts, each part is called as half. Okay, now see here, one question they had given us, are these divided into equal parts? Now see here three figures you can see all the three figures carefully, all are equal. Yes, here in the what they had asked here are these divided into equal parts? See the first diagram, here one square you can see, these two parts are equal? No, these two parts are not equal. Here in the second diagram also, one part is bigger and the other part is smaller, so this second also it is not equally divided. Now if we will see this third diagram, in this third diagram here we can see these two parts equally they have divided. So which diagram is equally divided? This third one. Okay, so in this way you also do this activity at home. Okay, now we'll see the next question, next concept. Then what is mean by half? Just now I told you, when we divide one square paper into two equal parts, then each part is called as half. Okay, now see, half means what? When something is divided into two equal parts, each part is called as half. Now see here one square you can see. Yes, now if we will divide this square into two equal parts, then we will get one half. Okay, now in this way, if we will divide this circle, sorry, not square, circle, this circle into two equal parts, then each part is called as half. In this way. Okay, when we will divide this circle from the center, then we will get two equal part, and each part is called as, yes, each part is called as half. Okay, so half means what? When something is divided into two equal part, each part is called as half. Now here it is written as 1/2. How to read this? 1/2. Okay, now here they had given us one example. When your mother cuts an apple into two, she divides it into two equal parts. Here you can see one apple. When we will divide this two apple into two equal part, then each part is called as half. Okay, see, this is a whole. This is a whole apple. When we will divide this whole apple into two equal parts, then we will get each part like this. Okay, and this each part is called as half. Each part is called as half. Means half means what now? When something is divided into two equal parts, each part is called as half. Clear? Okay. Okay, now this activity also you can do at your home. Which activity? You have to take one apple and cut this apple into two equal parts. Then which part you will get now? That part is called as half. Okay, when you will divide that apple into equal two parts, very important word, equal. Okay, equal into two parts. When we will divide something into two equal parts, then each part is called as half. Clear? Okay, then now when your mother cuts an apple into two, she divides it into two equal parts, and each part is called as half. Okay, clear this half concept? Okay, now here see one more activity they had given us. How can you divide this circle into two halves? Just now I show you one circle. This circle means whole. This we have to divide into two equal parts. Here what they had given us, how can you divide this circle into two halves? This circle you have to divide into two halves. Okay. Then how can you divide this paper strip into two halves? See here, first of all we divide this circle into two equal parts. What you will do? Yes, you will fold this circle from the center. Okay, from the center, if you will fold this circle, yes, if you will fold this circle from the center, then you will get two equal parts. Two equal parts. See, this first part and this is second part, and each part is called as half. Each part is called as half. Okay. Now here one strip is there. See here, one strip is there, and that strip you have to divide this into two equal parts. Then how will you divide this? Yes, from these two corners you will divide this strip into two equal parts. Then each part is called as half. Okay, clear about half? Okay, now students, it's a time to solve exercise 2.1. Open your textbook. Along with me, you have to solve this exercise. Page number 15. See the question. Shade half of the following figure. Shade half of the following figure. Now see here. Here you can see one triangle. Okay. And when we will divide this triangle into two equal parts, we will get each part like this. Okay. From this corner, if we will divide this triangle, or if we will fold this triangle from this corner, we will get two equal parts, and each part is called as half. So what the question is? What is the question? Shade half of the following figures. Now we have to shade half of the triangle, half part of the triangle. So let us shade. You have to color or you have to shade by pencil only. Don't use the crayons or sketch pen in your canopy textbook. By using pencil only you have to do this. Okay. So in this way you can shade the half of the part. Okay. Now we'll move to the next step. See the second one. It is a square. Okay. Now if we will fold this square from the center, we will get these two equal parts, and each part is called as half. Now shade half of the square. Okay. Now see, any one part you can shade it. Okay, clear? Okay. Now see the third one. Similarly, one part we have to shade, half part we have to shade. So do the shading. In this way you can shade the half of the figure. Okay. Now last one is remaining, that is fourth one. See which shape you can see in fourth number? Yes, it is a circle, and this circle is divided into two equal parts, and each part is called as half. So let us shade half part of the circle. Any one part you can shade. Yes, clear? Done? Okay, very easy. What is meant by half? Half is nothing but when something is divided into two equal parts, each part is called as half. Say along with me. When something is divided into two equal parts, each part is called as half. Very important word, that is equal parts. When something is divided into equal parts, when something is divided into two equal parts, each part is called as half. Now you can see here triangle. This triangle they have divided into two equal parts. So each part is called as half. This is half part and this is half part. Yes. So what is meant by half? What is the definition of half? When something is divided into two equal parts. Equal word is very important in this sentence. Okay. When something is divided into two equal parts, each part is called as half. Now see this second figure. This is a square. This square they have divided into two equal parts in this way. Okay, from the center if we will fold this paper, then we'll get the part like this, and each part is called as half. Similar way, third and fourth diagram also you see. In the third diagram also there is square, and that square they have folded from the one of the corner I show you just now. Okay, then we'll get two triangles equal to triangles, and each triangle is called as half of the square. So any one part you have to shade. Now in this circle, if we will fold into two equal parts, then each part is called as half. So in this way you can see the definition of half. What is the definition of half? When, say along with me, when something is divided into two equal parts, each part is called as half. Okay, clear? Underline the word equal parts, very important. If we will divide one whole into two equal parts, each part is called as half. Okay, now we'll move to the next concept. What is the next concept? See, quarter. What is meant by quarter now? For that we will see one activity. See here, what activity we have to do? Fold a square paper to get a triangle like this. Now here we have one square paper. Okay, and this square paper we have to fold it to get a triangle like this. So let us fold this square paper. This is a square paper, and this square paper we have to fold from the corner. Okay, so in this way we will fold. Now here we got triangles. Can you see this triangular shape? Okay. Now next, fold it again along the longest side so that the corners meet. Now here we got the triangle. Now what you have to do? Again we have to fold this triangle from the longest side. Now here you can see three sides. Which one is the longest side? Yes, this is the longest side. So again we have to fold this triangle from the longest side. So let us fold this triangle from the longest side in this way. Okay, then open out the folds. Now we'll open these folds in this way. Okay, now do you get a square like this? Yes, you can see here. In this way we got one square. Okay, in the square we can see four parts, and each part is equally divided. Each part is equal. Here you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. This square paper we have divided into four equal parts. Okay, then each part is called as quarter. Each part is called as quarter. Now see here, you can see all the four parts are equal. Yes, all the four parts are equal. So each part is called as quarter. Now tell me, what is the definition of quarter? Yes, when we divide something into four equal parts. Here also I will show you this square we have divided into four equal parts, and when we divide this square into four equal parts, then each part is called as quarter. So what is the definition of quarter? When we divide a whole into four equal parts, then each part is called as quarter. Understood? Okay, now do this activity once again at home. Okay, now here you can see you have a square with four equal parts. Now here I will show you. I don't have square, but I have a circle with four equal parts. Here you can see one circle is there, and that circle means this circle is divided into four equal parts. Here you can see 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means what? This circle is divided into four equal parts. Each part is called as a quarter or 1/4 of the divide. So here you can see 4 equal parts. Each part is called as, yes, each part is called as 1/4. Each part is called as 1/4. Here you can see here 1/4. Can you see this? 1/4. Yes, 1/4. Okay. Why 1/4? Because this whole circle is divided into 4 equal parts, isn't it? So each part is called as 1/4 or quarter. Okay. It is written as, yes, 1/4. And how will you read this? 1/4. See here, you can see here number 1/4. How will you read this? 1/4. Say along with me, 1/4. 1/4 means quarter. When we divide this circle into 4 equal parts, then each part is called as quarter or 1/4. Here you can see 1/4. 1/4 means 1/4. How will you read this? 1/4 or quarter. Okay, clear? This quarter concept clear? Okay. See here, a quarter can be like this. Just now I show you this example circle. Okay, now see this. Here one square paper is there. Okay, and this square, if we will divide into 4 equal parts, then each part is called as 1/4 or 1/4 or quarter. Okay, here also, this also I have shown you. Yes, this square, when we will divide this square into 4 equal parts like this, then each part is called as quarter or 1/4. Okay. Okay, now turn the page. We'll see the next. Okay, now see here. Now we'll see the definition of 1/4. If we divide something into 4 equal parts. Now see students, these two words are very important. 4 equal parts. When we divide something into 4 equal parts, each part is called as 1/4 of the whole. Say along with me now. If we divide something into 4 equal parts, each part is 1/4 of the whole. Clear? 1/4 means what? Yes? Okay. What if we take 2 or 3 parts? Simple. We get 2/4 or 3/4. Now we will see what is meant by 2/4 or 3/4. Now see here, look at the board here. Here this circle you can see. Okay. Now in how many parts this circle is divided? Yes, this whole circle is divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, and out of these 4 parts, how many parts are colored? Yes, how many parts are colored? 2 parts are colored, 2 parts are shaded. So it is called as 2/4. Why it is called as 2/4? Because this whole circle is divided into 4 equal parts, and out of that 4 parts, 2 are shaded. So it is called as 2/4 of the whole. It is called as 2/4 of the whole. Here also you can see, here one square is there. Okay, and this square is divided into how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. In 4 equal parts, this square is divided, and out of that 4 parts, how many parts are shaded? 2 parts are shaded. Okay, so it is called as 2/4 or 2/4. How will you read this fraction? 2/4. How will you read? 2/4 or 2/4. Okay, here also one strip is there. You can see this strip. This strip is divided into 4 equal parts, and again from that 4 parts, out of that 4 parts, here 2 parts are shaded. So this is 2/4 or 2/4. Okay, clear this 2/4? Okay, now we'll see what is meant by 3/4. Look here again. See, again circle is there. Okay, and this circle again they have divided into 4 equal parts. How many parts? 4 equal parts. Okay, and from that 4 parts, out of that 4 equal parts, 3 are shaded. How many are shaded? 3 are shaded. So it is called as 3/4. Why? Because 3 parts are shaded out of 4 parts. So it is called as 3/4. Here also this square is divided into 4 equal parts. First they have divided into 4 equal parts, and out of that 4 parts, 1, 2, 3 parts are shaded. So it is 3/4. Again this same way, in this same way, this strip is divided into 4 parts. Out of that 4, how many are shaded? 3 are shaded. So it is called as 3/4 or 3 parts. Sorry, 3/4. Okay, clear? Okay. Now we will move to the next exercise, that is exercise 2.2. See the first one. What is the question? Look at the pictures below. Write the part shaded in words and in figures. See here what we have to do. Look at the pictures below. Here some pictures are there. Okay, that we have to see it carefully, and we have to write the part shaded in words and in figures. Okay, now here first example they have sword here. See here, this circle is divided into 2 equal part, and out of that 2 equal part, 1 is shaded. So what is the fraction here? 1/2, and in word how will you write? Half. Okay, 1/2 means half. Now see this shape. Okay, again this shape is divided into how many equal parts? You can see 2 equal parts. So here we'll write 2 at the bottom. Okay, downside, and out of that 2 parts, how many parts are shaded? Only 1 part is shaded. So we'll write here 1 upstairs. Okay, so what is this? 1/2, and 1/2 means what again? Half only. So here we'll write half. 1/2. Okay, now we'll move to the next shape. Again there is circle, and see carefully, this circle is divided into how many equal parts now here? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Yes, this circle is divided into 4 equal parts. So here downside first of all we'll write 4, because this whole is divided into 4 equal parts. So here we'll write 4. Then we have to see out of that 4 parts, how many are shaded? How many are shaded? Only 1 is shaded. Yes, so we'll write here 1. Now what is this? 1/4. What is this? 1/4. So here you can write here 1/4, or else there is one more way to write the this fraction in the word. How will you write this? 1/4 or quarter. Quarter means what? Something is divided into 4 equal parts. So here this circle is divided into 4 equal parts, and out of that 4 parts, 1 is shaded. So it is 1/4 or quarter. Okay, then see the fourth shape, this fourth example. Here one big triangle you can see. So in this way today we have seen what is meant by half. What is meant by half? Half means when something is divided into 2 equal parts, then each part is called as half. Then we have seen what is meant by quarter. What is meant by quarter? Quarter is nothing but when something is divided into 4 equal parts, then each part is called as quarter or 1/4. Okay, so in this way today we have seen 2 concepts, that is half and quarter, and also we have completed exercise 2.1 and 2.2. In the next session we will see the remaining part. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.